Hans Wormhat. I'm going to read another one of these, just lists of ideas. I think it's really good to read someone else's opinion or someone else's experiences and just talk about my own. So let's get started. And I know my battery is always so low. That's just how I roll. All right. Remember being a child and how everyone was so mean and condescending towards you? Even at age 5, people talked to you like you were a puppy instead of an intelligent human being that could recognize lies and condescension. And I do remember always being treated so badly as a child and being treated like I was dumb all the time, even though I was clearly a smart child. I mean, naive to this world, to Trannyland, but I wasn't stupid. But people would always treat me either stupid, like I was stupid, or just be mean for no reason. And I just used to think that people hated children. And that is true. There are some people, especially some weird free martins, and it's gross. Like the ones that I think of, they also have strange pedo tendencies. Maybe that's why it comes out weird in like an aggression way. But some free martins are like, oh, I hate kids. It's also a macho thing. But I used to just think maybe people just hate children. That's not it at all. It's just that they hated you because you're not a tranlet. Lots of tranlets get showered with nothing but praise all the time and help from all sides. But most humans, they just ignore you, or worse, they'll just be mean to you or exclude you for no reason. All right, continuing. You asked real questions, and the adults either gave really shitty lies or sent you on a wild goose chase. Castrati would grin terrifyingly and screech so horribly your ears would bleed for days. Martins would gaze at you lustfully. All right, so this is from a female perspective. I don't remember that. People were just mean. Martins never just like ignore me. Really don't pay attention to me. Your peers hated you profoundly before you ever said a word. No matter what you did to be nice, cool, to fit in, it was never good enough. Nobody ever told you why they hated an innocent child so much. You did nothing wrong. I had friends, but I never had like best friends, and I never had. When I was friends with people, they were always much closer friends with themselves. When like in themselves, they were like a group, and I was just kind of on the outside. And I had a lot of different groups like that. Like thinking back to high school, I would eat lunch with different people. One day I might be over with this group. Another day I might be over with this group. The next day I might be over with this group. But I didn't have just like one group. You know how on TV they make it seem like you're friends with these people and that's it, and you're the best friends and you have all your inside stuff together. It's because that's how Trannyland is for the trannies, but I never had that. I was friends with people, but they always had their own thing going on, and I was always kind of on the outside. And that continued on. It's not just high school. That goes into college too. Even the people that would be my friend in college, they would have a separate off group that they were much closer with. And it's like they were just living double lives. And they wouldn't really want, there's like in the Seinfeld, they talk about you don't want your worlds to collide. That's how they keep these two separate lives. They have, if you're a natural human being, like they do their own thing with you, and then they have their whole Trannyland life off to the side. Even my best of friends, they never really treated me like I was one of them, and it's because I wasn't. Okay, continuing. Remember how confusing and arbitrary and random everything was? Nothing ever made sense. Things just happened for no reason. Big, gangly teen boys with fake boobs and horrible screechy voices. Bearded women talking in trashed gravel voices. Remember getting punished for being confused? Remember knowing that the Statue of Liberty was a dude? How about what you don't remember? Remember going to a nice mansion with lots of people and a pool, and then nothing. Or all those times you went to a small, humble home, how it smelled, weird flavors, and then nothing. The memory ends. Another one that I have personally is going and spending the night at people who I kind of knew, I guess, but not really. and spending the night there once and then kind of never seeing that person ever again. I have those memories from my childhood, and it just seems similar. Why do I have partial memories of, and why would I go spend the night at someone's house who I wasn't really friends with? Like, who arranged that? And the fact that it's a partial memory, that I don't really remember anything about it, but I do remember it being odd. Like, why am I spending the night at this person's house? So I have some memories like that. Do you got any weird random phobias you can't pinpoint the cause of? I used to really hate Kraft mac and cheese. This is just an example for myself. And I wonder now if somebody spiked my Kraft mac and cheese at some point, and it turned me off from then on. It used to disgust me. When I would go over to people's houses, I would just be like, please don't make Kraft mac and cheese for dinner, because I just wouldn't be able to eat it. All right, all the different humans around the world, all the very, very few of us share the same story. You and some kids were doing a thing. You and only you got in trouble. They got off scot-free. You're playing just fine with a kid who's like you, but uses the opposite pronouns. Their freak parents rushes over, yanks them away, and refuses to tell you why you can't play with their kid. Everyone excludes you, but never tells you why. It's a big, big club, and you're not in it. We'll just finish with reading this part. Everyone else get to do cool stuff, but you got in trouble for something someone else did, so you can't come. There are infinity stories to tell about big and small aggressions and blatant discrimination against humans with no justification. You asked an adult for something all the other kids got. They give you a shitty BS excuse instead. No one tells you anything. Ever trusted a friend with a pet and oops, it died, sorry. I don't know why that happened. Spoilers, it was deliberate. I had this. I left it was like a week, and I gave one of my friends, Big Mason Tranny, gave them my pet hamster to look after, and it died. They just had to look after it for a week. Adults at school rudely and blatantly overlook and ignore you no matter how much you try to get their attention. You're smart, gifted, interesting, and very talented. You're a human. Yet only the rotten, evil, nasty, mean, stupid, obnoxious, untalented, worthless hacks get any recognition, attention, and success. Something's fishy. Anybody who acts nice to you has an agenda. They're setting you up for a prank or to be their punching bag. Or if they're your peer, when an adult would appear out of nowhere, smiling and giving you their undivided attention, something you deeply craved and never got, and they made you feel welcomed and appreciated, yeah, they were also asking you tons of weird, very personal questions about your home life. It was shit. And mental state. Then they never talk to you again. No more attention and cool toys with an interested person for you. Freaks are literally like NPCs, non-player characters, and enemies in an old video game, right down to the hive mind thing. They do nothing but cheat. Video game computers just cheat, but then glitch out, get stuck in a wall, then fall into the sky. Then they teach a horse to hump them and die as a direct result. Okay, so that kind of went crazy at the end there, but I don't know. I get what they're saying. And yeah, I'll just read this one last thing, another board one. Board number 4. Say you're a creative type and say you want to create a web series. You know you're very talented and have everything you need for your project. So you get to work and make your thing. Good job. But all you get is a few bot-like comments and very little engaging attention. Meanwhile, your shitty, obnoxious, untalented peers are getting hundreds of bot-like comments. But most importantly, your beloved senpais that ignore you. So senpai, like someone you look up to, that ignore you and act like you don't exist when discreetly you put in tons of care and effort to be noticed and validated by them. They're full in engaging those shitty, worthless hacks. They're in the same club and all your fans are bots. That's how you get 10 likes the hour you upload, but then no more. I don't know, I guess what this is trying to get at is just how fake Trannyland is. Even the people that do get praise, except for the tip-top pyramid. Okay, people care about those. Those are the idols that people worship. But there's all sorts of trannies out there scrambling for attention, and they're the bottom of the tranny barrel. People comment on my videos all the time, and I'll click on their YouTube channel, and they'll have like 2 or 3 videos posted that are just really bizarre. It's like they're trying to make some YouTube channel where they're doing reviews and stuff, and they're an obvious tranny, and it's just a weird world out there. Everybody trying to get the attention put on themselves. But that's what this is kind of getting at. Even a lot of the trannies that do get attention, it's like fake Trannyland attention. It's really like bot commenters saying, oh, your stuff is cool. Or it's like their 5 family and friends who are like, oh, your work is amazing. And if they ever do get a job or something like that for their artwork, it's usually just because they know somebody who knows somebody. And it's just a Trannyland nepotism thing. Really, I'd say it's very few trannies really get idolized. And for every one that gets idolized, there's like a million trannies out there that want to make it big. Every Free Martin plays guitar and wants you to listen to their music. It's just weird. Alright, that's it for this video. Just kind of a loose collection of ideas. Hope you enjoyed. Please leave a comment. God bless everybody.